Welcome on back, everyone. Give me another exciting episode with more Xenoblade Chronicles free on the Nintendo Switch. And welcome to it. So last time, cause we got done finishing for the one at the prison camp, which we already took on the one that's called the Free Fiends, and it was quite of a challenge actually because we were able to follow on to the fight Toma. So we fight Toma. Jordor, I'm sorry, I may be bad at pronouncing each character name. Okay, hold on. So, my brain is catching up ideas now. So, we did fight Toma, the first one, Hordor, and Azura. So, those were the three fiends that we took out. And it was quite a challenge, actually. It was a fun one, but it was quite an epic. And if we go ahead and check in with the menu real quick. Now, I want to go ahead and double check with characters' accessories. So, we get here this brand new reward, which is on shield defense. And this one over here is called the Sergeant Headband. So, that can be put in good use for the physical defense. So, that going to increase up high rate to the 64%. So, that way, no one will have more but 11 percentage points. So, that will go ahead and further increase up high rate. So, wait a minute. Now, it doesn't have enough effect. Okay. Now, that I'm aware of. So, you know what? How about we... let's just go ahead and put on the Sergeant Headband right now. Okay, well, we just want to make sure that I have enough effect. Just to make sure. Okay, so the black mask will stay on. Okay, everything will be put in good use later on. Alright. So, Noise is all set and ready to go. Now, it seems like that we don't need to go and check with our art or class or anything. But that's all we can look at. So, here we are now in Colony Mew because we got here, it's a little of this info going on here in Colony Mew. And we go ahead and settle down at the canteen. I want to go ahead and show you throughout this discuss our next topic.
Make sure we're well rested.
The next of it's a new topic, So, we go to discuss real quick. So, this next topic is coming up over here. It's called What Wash Ashore. So, this is one of the info I just ran into. So, I just ran to one of its character named Lotus. And we were asked to go and gather up all 5 of the info. Which is so tricky because I think you were supposed to go to the debris and collect one of the info while you're at it. You'll get more but 5-minute info to unlock a new topic, which is available. So let's go ahead and see what each character had to say something about what wash ashore.
Let's lay out the facts.
So that is one of the new standard questions that we gotta get knocking out. So we have these 3 word pieces. That reason and what. Then the need help a piece that the Lotus pick up. And last of all, the random looking numbers. Could a water come before read? W-O-T-R might mean water, maybe. The other 2 pieces don't even make that much sense to me. Wait, what if we put spaces in between some of these pieces? Put it a space near the end of that to get the... Then put a space in front of the other T, then we get the 2 trees, right? That just sure sounds like a landmark to me. If so, these 2 trees that can be any old trees. There had to be something about them that would have made them a landmark. All that's left to figure out now are these numbers. I found an island that fits that description. Sharing it with you all now. Go, Tyon. Talk about quick. How did you narrow it down? All I did was input the number to my iris coordination system. Is nothing to be that impressed by. That's a little grin and you got to tell a different story. You're not exactly great at hiding how you feel, Stop staring at my face, it's creepy. Teasing aside though, that was seriously impressive that now we can go help who sent the message. Let's head to where the coordinates are pointing to. We're bound to find our 2 trees there. Okay, so it's a distress signal, which is the new standard quest we're going to take on. So it's somewhere back in this little tropical island there. That is what I'm seeing throughout from the view of the picture. So it's far from the debris somewhere in the F3 sea. So let's go and check in with the menu real quick. So this new standard quest is called here. Go to the two trees as understood it from the worded pieces that wash up in Colony Mew, and save whoever sent the message. Okay, so looking for the reward we get here is a 6 of the silver Nopon coin. Okay, that's perfect. So we'll need more but the 6 of the Nopon coin, but because we have not done any good getting that many Nopon coin recently. So let's just go ahead and check in. So what kind of reward can we get here? How to do something with Nopon coin. So let's look. Okay, so it seems to me because we didn't quite get enough silvers. Okay, so is there anything that says silvers? Yeah, because there's a lot we need to take action on. So hold on a minute. The Quantum Scarf? Oh, okay, so that's from Sagiri. Alright, well, let's go register that. So that go increase it by 300. And the one that's called the Bloody Arm. Okay, well, no use of what that's supposed to do, but you know what? It seems interesting, so let's skip that. Okay, so it seems to me because we got here is a whole lot of Isha rewards. So we got the Ultra Pure Gemstone for 2 of each. Okay, well, let's take 2. And the Warp Black Brooch.
We just had to persevere.
Alright, so we'll get that registered. And we got here the one that's called the Bond Crystal, so we get 1 for each. Okay, so it seems like we still got more. So we got here the one that's called the Flame Amulet.
It's looking complete.
Alright, well, we'll get that. So we got the Repulsor Cuff.
That's all of them.
Okay, let's go get that. So it seems to me because we gotta keep getting everything. But dang, that's a whole lot. That's a whole lot of rewards. So we got the Silver Choker.
We just had to
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to keep getting everything because there's just a lot of accessories going on here. So we got another Ultra Pure Gemstone.
It's looking complete.
Okay, so we got it from K's. Okay, so we got the Platinum Belt. Alright, well, we'll definitely claim a Platinum Belt. And we got the Silver Choker. Alright, so we can get that as well. And we got here a whole lot of options over here. So this is the floor. Okay, so it's the floor armoring that we got from Fiona. So whatever we got going on here. So we got here, it's a fraternal badge.
We just had to persevere.
Yeah, so we're gonna go over with all of these accessories later. I mean, that's some more we can take action on because we're going to keep at it because we want to make sure we keep the team going, increase them to a whole new level just to get more stronger. But you know what? I feel we're done here, so we're gonna just start registering to whatever accessory we got.
Relations have changed.
Okay, so we are filling up the chart here. Okay, well that's perfect. But dang, wait a minute. Whoa. Okay, so it looks like we're almost about to get this last of a star. Or whatever it's coming from. I mean, we're getting halfway close. So let's go ahead and use the destination map real quick. So we can work our way back to the Twinpalm Isle. Alright, well it's the one that we did register. So we just go visit this new island. In this tropical breeze world. So this is Niranira, the Nopon. Oh wait a minute, it's Niranira. Niranira? Okay. Meme, I don't know to see the Niranira other pond come help Niranira. So you must have been who wrote the message on those wood pieces. Yes, it was Niranira who wrote the message that float on sea. But the strike iron wild news is still a hot topic to the Quicksand Island go. Hold on there, Furball. Did you say Quicksand Island? It's a target destination of Niranira. Want to go there at all costs. Is why Niranira sent the message to sea. So then it wasn't a distress signal at all. It was a call for a helper to find this island you after. Was obvious from start. What else did the helper on message mean? But why didn't you just head back to the continent yourself and ask for someone to help? Because the tiny boat that Niranira rode on break into itty-bitty pieces. So you did get the shipwreck, then I call that distress furball. Broken boat did not cause it for distress. Such a thing only natural part of the journey in Niranira that he don't call a romance. I can't say I'm convinced by your reasoning, Niranira. Therefore, I will accompany you to the island considering you got no way of returning home anyway. Many thanks to two friends, and now here comes the Niranira Quicksand Island.
Good to add more names.
Okay, so we have to head to Lavi Sandbar. Okay, now using the destination map, so we already knew where we're going just now, so it's somewhere back in the Sandbar for Rona's Hull. Okay, so it's the one that we did got registered because we did visit the Hawk. Okay, so the one back at the where the fabricator is. And also, let's go ahead and check with the fabricator. Let's just see what we can interact with. Okay, so we'll go ahead and spend more money, but wasting 2,000 of gold. Okay, so we see what we get inside.
This is something decent.
Because, yeah, well, you see, because we get something good inside of it. But man, because we get to get everything inside that fabricator, because that's more we can take. Yeah, because we get several of these collectible for free. That's what I'm assuming. So we'll go ahead and hide the ejector away. And continue pushing our limit through down here. Yeah, well, I think there is something going on down there in the dry sand. So it's somewhere below Lavi Sandbar. Is what it says on the where we saw on top of where it says Airfield C. Okay, so this must be the spot. So this is where Niranira wants us to meet. Okay, this is a quicksand and no doubt it's an island that the Niranira are after. This is a discovery that makes the feather of Niranira stand on end. It's a thrill. Wait, no! Where did you get caught in? Such romance! Stupid furball. He got some legs on him, although I'll give him that. Doesn't make it any less or dangerous for him to be walking around on his own. You're right, let's chase after him. Okay, so we have to go ahead and head to a specific location, Niranira at the Lavi Sandbar. Alright then. Well, he's not too far away, so let's just get close. I mean, whatever enemy we're going to be encountering may seem to leave us alone, by any chance. I mean, they don't have any interest of taking any fights, because we're on level 69, and we don't stand a chance to battle head-on enemies on level 62 in a low proportion. So this must be the spot. The place that we saw, because Niranira is about to sink in quicksand. Haha, there he is. Nothing. Stop, Niranira is a pursuit. Romance! Meh. He literally ran straight into quicksand. We gotta help him. We're pretty much knee deep in this ourselves at this point. Okay, well, let's go and lend him a hand. So he got what he deserved, so he just fell beneath quicksand. Okay, well, it's better safe than never, because we just enter deep below the sand chamber, or whatever we are. So whatever he is, okay, so he's right down there, surrounded by creepy looking spiders. Hey Furbo, what the sparkle were you thinking running straight into quicksand? You could have been killed. Meh? Niranira is so embarrassed. But embarrassment does not stop Niranira last time on island. Niranira not failed next time. Investigation must continue. Investigation? What are you investigating? Niranira after a landmark that in the risk of ruin completely. Niranira wants her friends not to stop Niranira in honorable pursuit. Oh, we weren't thinking of that, believe me. Thank you, friends. In middle of an island is a Feronis that we make a nested meeting there. Okay, well at least Niranira is safe. So he's somewhere back up to the surface, I'm assuming. So we gotta go and talk to him. And he's somewhere above it. And just to keep in mind, because it's one of his soldier huts lighting its body below down on the sand.
Such is the
Okay, well this soldier is just giving up hope because he just died because he got beaten by one of those spiders. Which they look so creepy and all. And I'm assuming up top, because that over there is a container we need to get after. So let's just see if we have another route around to get to that container. I mean, it may seem a little bit tricky, I'm assuming. I'm assuming it's going to get tricky because I don't see another route to get up there by any chance. I mean, there's no worries. I mean, we might as well come back to that area later at this spot. Okay, so we want to make sure we go ahead and explore different areas and seeking out to find whatever areas we're going. Okay, so I reckon that we go and follow this trail. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is our exit. Okay, so that is where we continue along the path.
Hey, this one means business.
Okay, so we can ignore that. I mean, we won't bother taking that thing out. So these enemies cannot stop following me. Okay, don't follow me. Go back to doing. Go back to sleeping. Come on, don't follow us. Just pretend we're not here. Okay, so if we continue following this trail further ahead, because we can go ahead and make this a round curve. And speaking about which, because there are going to be several more enemies which are going to get super tough. So I'm assuming this is where we go and find Niranira. Okay, so let's go right ahead and move up further up this sand.
Here we go.
The sand hill that looks pretty steep and all. So what's this collectible? Okay, so that's a lyre fossil. Well, I'm not seeing the rest of the name. Well, I'm pretty sure that's one of the lyre part we pick up. Okay, so put it over here is silvers with no gold. Okay, so whatever Napalm coin we pick up is on silver. So we may be getting halfway close to Niranira. So let's just make sure of it that we go ahead and push our limit up this way. Okay, I'm assuming because this is the path where we go and finish up doing whatever side quest activity we accomplish on doing. So we just pick up Chromar fossil, and so this is where he's at. So he's somewhere at the Hulk with the rest of his Napalm. So this is the landmark that you've been wanting to see. Yes. As a friend of the sea, we too late to see Feronis before destroyed by event annihilation. Is the visit of Feronis special to you? Really not all that extra special. Not so special, but the Niranira still not wanted to advantage of its existence. I'm not sure that we can do anything to reverse an annihilation event. This may be the end of its material's existence, but it can still live on within you, Niranira. Niranira not understand. How can the bit of Feronis be inside a little Niranira? I don't mean the Feronis itself, but it's a memory. You say yourself, but you didn't want it to vanish, right? Then how about the taking both feelings that you have and doing something with them? Meme? Is this what Niranira think? Is this a romance? I don't quite know if that's the right word for it. Niranira understand now. Much offense and spectacle friends. Sure. The investigation of Niranira complete, there is one more thing that Niranira wants to do. And that's the faint friends who found the signage of Niranira. You mean Lotus? If that name a friend, would love to meet. Then let me guess. Please to the brain that Niranira to friend. No surprise there. Still, I also wanted to meet up with the Lotus. We had to thank her for helping us out after all. That's a good point. We all may as well head back to the colony move then. Okay, so we have to go and talk to Lotus at the colony move hidden coast. Alright, well, seems like a deal. Anyway, let's go ahead and use destination map. And he's somewhere in the debris somewhere. Okay, so we'll head on back to the barracks. It's where we left pick off. And it's the quickest way how we fact trouble. So we'll go and get there in the slightest. So she's somewhere down this hill. Alright, so let's go ahead and move further down this pathway and go check in with her. So this must be the spot. I wonder what rats or treasure I'll end up finding today. Thank you, friend. What? You scared the life out of me. Is a friend Lotus? Or was I told Lotus was one who picked up a message of Niranira? Niranira wanted to say thank you for that. You're welcome, I guess. Niranira might have jumped over the gun there. Sorry to scare you like that. You see... Oh, I get it now. So you're the one who wrote that need help message? Is it what Niranira said at start? It's offensive to the Lotus that Niranira get help. Many thanks. It's fine, really. I was a little excitable myself when I first found that sign. But the shame about that annihilation event, is I must have really derailed your investigation. Oh, it's not derailed. Viewing of a ruined landmarks is the duty of Niranira. Before I forget the two answer, what's all this business about investigations and duties? You see, friends, the job of Niranira is to make a world map. Only there are so many events of annihilation that keep on happening. And to make proper world map, Niranira had to travel many sites of annihilation event. So you're a cartographer then? I have heard of Napon doing a surveying before. It would explain why he's so fixated on finding landmarks. But the light that doesn't all that map making go to the ways that right after the terrain goes and changes itself up? Is that friend say? When little piece of world fall away, little piece of heart of Niranira fall away too. However, as a spexy friend that taught the Niranira, there are also things of that never fall away. Stuff of that doesn't vanish? Landmark in the world that still remain. So Niranira continued to record the landmark that continued to the battle event of annihilation. I see your logic here. Better to carry on with a positive attitude rather than bemoan about the mending previous landmark. Event of annihilation never erased the romance of Niranira. I don't get what you mean by romance. What is it to you? To Niranira, it's a sparkle and a feeling of thrills and excitement. A sense of romance is perhaps a goal that will never be achieved, or perhaps an end that will have been meaningless as gesture. But for burn with 1,000 fiery sun of passion to try anyway, that is the whole point of romance. Wowzer, I don't really know that you're on about it, but I can tell you're real fire up. Yes, Niranira, fiery hot all over. Yeah, and when you get to serve a piping hot delicacy, you just gotta do it to justice and scarf it down before it cools right. Lotus, I totally get the Niranira so thankful. I can't even tell if we're talking across proposes or not here. But it look like a Lotus understands the Niranira on the level of emotion at least. The feeling of that you don't know is that what you do will suffice, whether or not that you'll make it. But you still try with the passion of 1,000 suns anyway. Tyon, can you make the sense of this? I can't quite answer that at the moment. But I hope that someday I can understand feeling like that and be a fire up by them for the same day. Okay, well, it's just a whole bunch of this comfort going on here because all of this this conversation with all of these characters, whatever they're talking about. I mean, well, don't give me any starter idea. I mean, that's all they had to spit up in their minds. So it says here, Niranira was not in distress at all. On the contrary, he found a sense of romance in continuing his map of making endeavor in the face of annihilation events. Okay, well, that's good to know. So we are filling up the chart here, so we're getting down to the last of his star. So we'll go ahead and check in with... Well, actually, I want to go check in with that quest real quick. Because it seemed to me that we had to go and get everything here. So we can go ahead and increase up the affinity for Sona.
It's looking complete.
Alright, so we're going to keep at it because that's the only way we're going to 100% complete getting all of their bases done. In fully 100%. Alright, so we're just gonna have to keep on gaining every experience whatever we can. Alright, because that's more that we can take on, but just registering everything by each character. So, I mean, whatever experience point we get, it's had to be less greater but higher.
It's looking complete.
Alright, so let's just keep registering it. Alright, because some of these characters got a lot more improvement, but they're giving you all of the gain of experience points, because that's more they can give you. Now this is another of this ultra pure game stuff. We should probably get that. So this is from Selling. Okay, so we got here is an Honoron from Colony Tau. And we got here this reward called the Beautiful Crystal.
We just had to persevere.
Yeah, well, that definitely is a beautiful crystal. Nice and shine.
That's all of them.
Okay, so we're gonna keep at it.
That's all of them.
So we're gonna keep on raising more experience points. Okay, so we got 3 more. So we got here it's this gold necklace and this is from Tonia from Colony Lambda. So we should probably go get one of his gold necklace. So we'll get the Guts bracelet and the one called the laser van braces.
We just had to persevere.
Alright, well let's keep at it.
It's looking complete.
So we're gonna keep up gaining more experience points.
We just had to persevere.
Alright, so we keep going. And we are going to take a break from it, because that's a lot we gotta get registered. That's way too much to handle. So let's see how all of their colonies are looking.
It's a good feeling, isn't it?
Okay, so that colony is done.
Feeling, isn't it?
Okay, so everything is looking pretty good. So let's go ahead and check in. So it seems to me we got that colony tile is fully done now. So let's look back at our colony. So I'm back at colony 9. So where's colony 9 at? Okay, so colony 9 is not done yet. So I mean the good news is that we got is our colony tile completed. Okay, so see like that we gotta seek out all over the colonies and finish up here. So these 2 colonies, we got here the one that says Lost Colony and the one that says V's Colony. So those are the 2 colonies we need to get knocking out, and the one that say H colonies. Okay, so those 3 were not unlocked yet. And we got the one that says Colony Sigma. Alright, well, you guys, I do believe that's going to have to do it, so that's going to have to lead us to a conclusion. So, we'll probably stick around because we're only down to one last of this standard quest, and it's somewhere back in the Lost in the Forbidden Colony, or whatever it's called. It's somewhere at the Lost Colony where Tyon get a strange memory, a vision of his past, because he finally met Numui. I'm not sincerely sure if I'm pronouncing her name correctly, or was it Numwe? I'm not sure if I'm saying it, if I'm using my pronunciation in a rightful way. But yeah, well, that's all I can think of. Well, technically, we'll come back and do one of his standard quests later on the next series, you guys. So you don't go anywhere, and you will be particularly on staying tuned on the next series. So thank you guys so much for taking the time to tune in and watching this episode. So if you like the series, if you want to see more of the Xenoblade Chronicles free, be sure to leave an advertise, like, share the video, and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, ring the notification bell so that you'll be still up there notified when we new some awesome videos happen on your way. So just making sure you guys are staying tuned in, and by all means, all of you should want to be description or fill down below. So if you'd like to help support the series, you can do so. We read them step by step, just to help get you on started on support my channel and for the series. So that's going to be all it for Xenoblade Chronicles free. We will be picking up more in the next one. So take care, guys, and I hope to talk to you on the next video.